Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dee about to react to this vid by Cameron. It's titled Public Gooners Must Be Stopped. Jesus. They absolutely need to be stopped and arrested. But let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
Have you ever thought about gooning in public? Okay, I know that's a crazy way to start off this video, but I feel like we just gotta get straight to the point. Like, have y'all ever thought about that? Just going out into public, and gooning away? Probably not, because of two main reasons. Number one, it's illegal. There's a chance you can be put in jail from gooning in public, and you could also be put on the RSO, which I'm sure none of you want to be put on the RSO or want to go to jail. At least I hope. And then number two, because it's very weird. I feel like many of us can agree that if you go out in public and goon, it's odd. Gooning is something that, like, okay, this is gonna be a crazy video already. I'm gonna just say that right now. But like, gooning, it's something you do in private, and to do it in public, it's very creepy. But the thing is, right? Some people are just so gooned out to the point where it becomes an addiction, right? They goon so much to the point where they don't get pleasure from looking at a screen and gooning anymore in their room. And the only way they can get pleasure now is by going out in public and gooning. And this year, I swear, there's been so many cases of public gooners, and we're gonna be talking about them in this video. We're gonna start off with the most known public gooner that you all may already know, Nautica Malone. I'm sure we've all heard about his story by now, but if you haven't, I'm gonna tell y'all. So Nautica Malone was this 27-year-old married man who seemed to have a huge gooning issue. And he seemed to have the type of gooning issue where you can't get off to the regular stuff. So what he decided to do one day is go to a place called Bikini Beans, which is pretty much like a Starbucks and a Hooters combined. You get served coffee by women in bikinis. It doesn't sound too pleasant if I'm being real. And while he was at Bikini Beans, he was gooning in his car while going through the drive-thru.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
You need to leave.
Hold on.
With no pants on, by the way, just bare booty cheeks on the seat, gooning in his car while driving. And one of the workers happened to be recording this because this wasn't the only time he's done something like this. And since the establishment got it on video, they decided to upload the video. And this video went mega viral. And when I tell you, everyone was clowning on this man. And since everyone was clowning him, this man was drowning in embarrassment. And a day later, he decided to commit, which is very sad. Condolences to the man's family. And the craziest part is that this got turned into a meme shortly after. People referred to this as a goonicide. Even his car got turned into a meme. The black Challenger is now referred to as the ghost of the goon, all because of this man. You can't drive a black Challenger anymore in society, or people are gonna scream, "The ghost of the goon! The ghost of the goon!" Then you had weirdos doing tributes and saying that Bikini Beans killed the man, pretty much blaming Bikini Beans for recording him and uploading it online.
I can't goon! I can't goon! You that bad! You that bad!
But in my opinion, like, you can't get back at Bikini Beans. I mean, this man quite literally pulled up.
And then he put up in his little booty shorts.
Like, how can you be mad at the workers? They're just trying to work. You also had weirdos doing memorials for this man outside of Bikini Beans.
When I say his name, you say Nautica. Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica!
He quite literally sexually harassed a woman. And y'all are over here celebrating this man for content. It's very odd. Like, I feel like when it comes to the memes, right? The memes are more making fun of the situation, which it sounds so messed up. Because at the end of the day, the man died and his daughter won't grow up with a father and his wife won't raise the daughter with her husband. It's very sad. But I feel like going out in public and holding a whole memorial at Bikini Beans for Nautica Malone when this man sexually harassed a woman, I feel like that's insane. Now, after the death of Nautica Malone, Bikini Beans actually decided to drop a statement saying, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously. We remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe..."
They are fucking sick. When I react to this, I don't think people mention the name of the business, or maybe they did and I just didn't pay attention. But Bikini Beans Coffee is wild, and look at the logo. Like, y'all are just sick.
Respectful environment.
What type of weirdo business is that?
And a lot of people online were defending Nautica Malone, saying, "I hope your business gets sued for posting that man on the internet. It's one thing to make a poor choice. It's another to be ashamed and bullied to the world. Name the employee who did it, and let's see how she likes being doxxed online." Bikini Beans is literally a Starbucks version of Hooters. They're enabling this degeneracy. Hooter girls have more clothes on. Which I feel like is so stupid to defend this man, because the man, once again, quite literally sexually harassed a worker. Just because the workers are wearing...
I mean, I gave my opinion on this as well. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but I don't think that they're entirely responsible, but I do think that was weird for them to post that publicly to, like, embarrass him. Like, I don't understand the point in that. Turn that over to the police and, of course, get him in trouble, get him on the sex registry or whatever the case, but to, like, as a business, that's just unprofessional as well. As a business to post that and be like, yeah, look y'all, look how weird he is. Look at this nigga. That don't sound weird to y'all. Like, I don't know. I don't think that made a lot of sense. It's not like this was just a random person. If it was an individual, that would be a whole different conversation, and you could argue that. Well, you can argue a lot of things, but this is a business. So like, if Target or Starbucks did the same thing, like I would just be like, what's the point of you doing that? They would never do nothing like that. That's very unprofessional, and it's odd. Like, what's the end goal other than to publicly embarrass him? And of course, you have people like, they should be publicly embarrassed, and I agree. That's a very sick, disgusting thing to do, and they should be in jail for it. But I don't know if I feel like the answer was to be like, yes, y'all, let's all get together and laugh at him and ha ha ha, and look at what he ended up doing. But whatever.
That doesn't mean you can just show up with your pants down, gooning away. You think that just because a employee is wearing a bikini, you can just walk in stroking your meat? Like, you can't do that. That's insane.
Yeah, you can't. He's wrong.
Made to get money out of these weird authority men.
But as a business,
but the dude quite literally
that just sounds weird.
That's weird and illegal. Stop defending this man. Don't get me wrong. I don't think
no one's defending him. I hate that response as well. Nobody's defending him or that behavior at all. Like, you have to listen. Like, as a well, they were. I don't want to say no one's. My bad. The comments that he showed, they were they defending him or were they shaming the business? But I don't know. I wasn't really looking that deep into the comments. But yeah, it's more about like, this is what you do as a business. I don't know.
Offed himself because of this. I think that's very sad. Once again,
talked about that.
Not growing up with a dad, and his wife lost her husband. It's a very tragic situation. But at the same time, Nautica Malone sexually harassed a girl. Like, we can't sit here and act like he didn't. A lot of people are trying to be like, oh, why'd they post the video and stuff like that? I mean, this thing has happened before with this guy, so they just wanted to protect themselves.
Okay, take it to the police. That's how you protect yourself.
There's another case where a man named Gary Miles pulled off a drive-by goon in Philadelphia. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. Basically, what this man Gary Miles did is he walked into a Dollar Tree, gooned on a girl's leg, and ran out.
Look, he nutted on my leg.
Oh.
You wanna help, bitch? Oh my god.
Oh, that's disgusting.
This video is genuinely so sad because this woman is crying while saying this. These public gooners gotta go.
Oh,
now, as you can see, the man ran off
no,
before
he
the cops
needs
could arrive.
to be under the
this
jail.
video was posted on the internet and it went mega viral. It went so viral that Philadelphia legend...
See, I just gave an example. I understand why she posted that. Like, that's traumatizing as hell, and it's like, yes, get him the fuck out of here. Like, what the hell? That's horrible. I understand her as an individual and being emotional about it and wanting to bring awareness to this. I get that. So yeah, that is sick.
I mean, Meek Mill.
And the liquid actually touched her. Oh my god.
$2,000 to who could find the man. Let's play manhunt with him today in Philly. Some community service. I got 2 bands for his low, but you gotta connect, which I like that. Meek Mill's trying to crack down on these weirdos in Philly. He doesn't want these weirdos taking over his city. He also said, just go live with him. Don't pursue him. It gotta actually be you. Philly's small. People know where this creep ass dude at. Get him out of here. We need community protection also, which is facts, but also at the same time, this man saying go live with him is kind of funny. It's like, oh, I found the guy who gooned on the girl's leg. I'm gonna just go live. Hey, Meek Mill, I'm live. I got him right here. Like, that's just kind of... That's insane. But hey, Meek Mill has said some wilder things, you know, like asking for vibrating panties. Another insane part about this whole case is that the man's t-shirt while doing this said, it's not going to lick itself with a candy cane on it. This man is the most freaked out human being on this planet. This is disgusting. This is a sick human. But later, this guy ended up turning himself in. He was on the run, but I guess post-nut clarity hit, and the man decided to take a stroll over to the police station, and he was charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment. And crazy enough, this wasn't his only time doing something like this. Between April 2011 and December 2021, Gary Miles was arrested at least 5 times on charges including indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, disorderly conduct, and burglary. 5 times within 10 years? Jesus, man. Now, one of those 5 cases actually involved him breaking into a family's house while being exposed.
Deja recalls waking up to Miles standing at
the fact that he still was able to run the streets is crazy. 5 times. The penalty should have gotten way more intense as the crimes went up. Like, I understand maybe the first time. Well, not understand. I think it's horrible either way. Or he should have got time the first time. But I know that the legal system is flawed, and they probably gave him a slap on the wrist the first time. But after the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, he's still able to run the streets and terrorize people and essay them.
See a man, a grandmother,
He's exposing himself.
Miles was arrested and had several court appearances.
He had said he had been in our house several times before the day that
That
we
is
saw him.
This man is
terrifying.
truly a sick human being. And throughout the research of this video, I couldn't find him being in jail, unfortunately. I hope he's in jail, but if he's not, that's gonna be bad, because he's probably just gonna keep on doing this again, and again. But you know who else is a sick human? A man named Joshua Scornavaci, who was a 37-year-old man who drove 150 miles to watch a Korn concert. Korn is a band, for y'all that don't know. And while watching the concert, he decided to just start gooning out of nowhere. And concert goers noticed this, and they decided to start recording, because this is weird, this is disgusting. Get this man going. And he just kept stroking away.
That's how much you like the music? Oh. Yeah, I don't think you should play these games at
And
a
I don't
rock
know what's
concert.
crazy. Gooning at a concert or gooning to the song that he's gooning to? How are you gooning to men? And it's crazy because this guy definitely heard everyone around saying ill. He just didn't care. Like, you went to a concert. You went there to hear the music and feel the vibes, right? You can definitely hear these people around saying ill. They're closer to you than Korn is on stage. And the best part is that this guy only stopped after being punched in the head by one of the concert goers. He didn't stop after hearing people say ill and stuff like that. He stopped after getting punched in the head, which I'm glad he got punched, because this is weird. There's kids around in the stadium. But after that, the police came to take him away.
He still was doing it? Oh my goodness. What a weirdo.
He was later charged with lewdness and resisting arrest. But since then, he's been released and due in court sometime this month. This actually happened very recently. And the story is so wild to me because, like, you're telling me that you drove all these miles and spent all this money to be off at a concert? You could have just done that in the comfort of your own home, man. Like, without wasting any money or any time or any gas, you know? This man put wear and tear on his car just to beat off at a concert. It's so insane to think about. But this man is so gooned out to the point where he doesn't think like that. This man was just thinking about the rush that he was going to get beating off at the Korn concert. He was chasing that next high, and that next high was gooning at the concert. You know, he couldn't get off in his room anymore. It's so great. Like, I just can't imagine myself like just pulling out my feet and gooning around a bunch of people, especially at a concert. I'm being dead serious right now. Another place I couldn't imagine myself gooning at is school. Yet there's so many people out there that goon at school. Crazy enough, there's actually been this video that I saw on TikTok recently where these girls were doing a study date at their university, and while they were doing this study date, a dude sat super close to them and started
What college
gooning.
is this? Oh my goodness. This is sick.
How can you goon at school? Like, that's a place where you gotta show up every day. I understand at a university you don't see the same people every day as much as, like, let's say high school or middle school, right? But still, like, how can you just goon at school? It's so weird. But hey, maybe he wasn't a student, you know? Maybe he just decided to go to a college campus to goon to the students, which would make it even more weird if I'm being real. I kinda doubt that though, because there's a backpack laying in front of him. Unless the man bought a backpack
Hopefully they
to
got
a college
him
campus
kicked
to
out.
goon, which would make this even more insane than it already is. But I highly doubt that. I think this guy had to be a student. There's no way he wasn't a student. He looks young, he's got the backpack, he looks around their age, he's got to be a student. That's just very, very weird. This whole public gooning thing has got to stop, man. It's so weird. It's disgusting. Like, I can't imagine just sitting somewhere and somebody's just gooning right next to me. I'm gonna have to just punch the dude, really.
Facts, because what? This was so disturbing. The fact that there are people walking around sharing a planet with us who act like this is so crazy. Be careful out there, y'all. What the hell? Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.